I think coleslaw is totally boring. If it's in a potluck line or an option at a barbecue joint as a side dish, I'm passing it up every single time. However, if there's a good broccoli salad that looks like it has a lot of ingredients that I tend to love, I will go for that every single time. Today, I'm going to share with you how I make my broccoli salad. I have some special tips to share with you, a few little tricks, and this recipe is going to set all other broccoli salad recipes apart. My name's Nancy. Welcome back to Nancy's Homestyle Kitchen, where I share how to cook real food with simple ingredients and no pressure to be perfect. So here are all the ingredients for broccoli salad. Now, they're pretty simple. However, there's a few things that I really want to share with you. We're going to start with the broccoli. So I want to share with you how I chop this broccoli, and this is one of my tips. If you've ever tried chopping broccoli and you just go at it straight with a knife, you end up with the little tips of the broccoli everywhere. If you take your piece of broccoli and go ahead and trim a lot of the stalk off, then turn your knife and cut up along the stalk of the broccoli, not all the way up into the head. Then you can pull the smaller heads apart and you're left with nice little chunks of broccoli without all of the mess. So while I was getting all the broccoli cut, I put a pot of water on the stove, brought it to a boil, and then I added some salt just before I gave the broccoli a 3-minute boil. This is called blanching. I just want to get it nice and tender. As you can see, this is a piece of unblanched broccoli. This is blanched broccoli. You can see how much more vibrant the green color is. It takes out a lot of that sharp, raw broccoli flavor. It's a little more tender, and I think besides it being more tender and palatable, it just looks magnificent. So boil it for 3 minutes, then spoon it into an ice water bath, let it chill, drain, and then as you can see, I've been letting it drain even more just with some paper towel in this bowl to catch all the additional condensation. What we're gonna add to the broccoli is a cup of shredded sharp cheddar cheese. You could use white cheddar, either one. I have 2/3 cup of dried cranberries. I also have 2/3 cup of slivered almonds. Now these I spread on a baking sheet and baked them in the oven at 350 degrees for about 8 minutes till they were nice and toasty. And then we have the bacon. What this is 8 strips of a thick cut applewood smoked bacon. My husband helped me out with this morning. We laid it out on a sheet pan with a rack. We coated it with some dark brown sugar. We put our favorite barbecue spice on there. This is Meat Church's honey hog barbecue. You could use your favorite barbecue rub, whatever you like. If you don't have dark brown sugar, you could also use a little drizzle of maple syrup and then put the barbecue rub on there just to get it nice and coated. And then we put this on our smoker. We have a Traeger. It was up to 300 degrees and it took roughly 45 minutes. If you don't have a smoker, don't worry, you could also pop it in the oven and bake it at 300 for about the same time. Now, depending on how thin or thick your bacon is, that time can vary, so just be sure to watch it. It'll still be a little soft when you pull it out of the oven, but as it sits and cools, it will firm up a bit. So just be sure to watch it and make sure it just doesn't get into that burnt stage. So this is, I would say this is roughly 1.5 cups of chopped bacon. The dressing is very simple. I have 3/4 cup of a reduced calorie mayonnaise. I have 1/4 cup of sour cream, 1 tablespoon of sugar, because there's some sweetness from the bacon. I don't want it to be overly sweet. 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar. I have some lemon juice we'll put in there, as well as some salt and pepper. And the last thing that I want to talk to you about are the onions. So this is 1/3 cup of diced red onion, and I have just put it in a bowl and covered it with cold water and let it sit for 20 minutes. This is called deflaming the onion, and it takes out that pungent, sharp bite of the onion. Now, my husband isn't a big onion fan, but I really like onions. So by doing this, I could get onions still into the dish, and it's not gonna be as pungent and bitey for him that he doesn't like. So if you've had pickled red onions and you like that, this is another way to kind of get the onion a better, more approachable flavor. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get this paper towel out of the bowl. We'll start with the dressing and add everything in. And it's a pretty simple process from here on out. So let's get started. I have strained out my red onions, and those are in the bowl just now ready to add to the salad with everything else. But I want to start by making the dressing. So I have 3/4 cup of mayonnaise. Just use your favorite mayonnaise. This is 1/4 cup of sour cream. And I have 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar and 1 tablespoon of sugar. And then I'm gonna add about 1/4 teaspoon of salt and pepper. And then you can always add more to taste. But I just want a little bit. And with using that rub too, you could, depending on how salty your barbecue rub is that you're putting on the bacon, you may wanna go less on the salt because you can always add more. Okay, give that a whisk, and then let's use the lemon juice. This is gonna give it some acidity and brightness. And it's also gonna thin it out a little bit, which I don't mind my broccoli salad to have a thinner dressing. I don't want it like super coated and heavy and thick dressing. And I find that the reduced calorie mayonnaise has a little thinner consistency, and that's probably why I use it for things like this. Okay. Now that we have that all whisked together, let's give it a taste. I like that. The lemon comes through. There's just a hint of sweetness. The rest of the sweetness is gonna come from the bacon and the cranberries. So we are ready to assemble the salad. Now that our dressing's made, let's put everything together. So we'll start with the broccoli, and I'm gonna put about 2/3 of the dressing over the broccoli. I'm gonna save a little bit in case it's too wet. I don't want to get into a position where I feel like I have way too much dressing. I'd rather have to add it if I want it. So I'm just gonna give it a toss. And you can see it's a nice light coating, but it's not swimming in dressing. Because I do want to taste everything. I want the broccoli flavor to come through, as well as all of these wonderful toppings, and just have like a nice creamy salad dressing back note to it. Okay, I think I'm good with that for right now. We'll go ahead and add the deflamed red onion and the cheddar cheese. Kind of toss in between here. If you wanted to cut your cheddar cheese up into little tiny cubes, you could do that too. And really, if you wanted to experiment with like a pepper jack cheese or Gruyere or any kind of cheese you like, I just like a sharp cheddar with this type of salad. I think it pairs well with the smoky bacon. Okay, then we have our cranberries. Sometimes they're kind of stuck together coming out of the bag. I just get the craisins. You could also use raisins or golden raisins, dried cherries. Those would all be really good in here too. I just happen to like the dried cranberries. And it's so colorful. Okay, toasted almond slivers. I'm gonna save a little bit for the top to garnish. I can already smell all the different flavors coming through. Okay, and last but not least, this yummy candied bacon. So good. This is really gonna set this apart. And it's just so different than just using like a bag of bacon bits. I mean, I know I use bacon bits sometimes, but for stuff like this, I think just that extra touch of spending some time making that candied bacon is what really sets salads like this apart from others. Okay. I think I actually want to add just a little bit more of the dressing. Actually, I'm just gonna add the rest of it because I only have maybe 3 tablespoons left. I think it's gonna be just fine. And here we have broccoli salad, perfect with that smoked candied bacon. This is the best blend of sweet and savory all in one bowl. So let's give it a try. You want to get all of those pieces, a little bit of the cranberry, some of the onion and the cheese. It definitely still has the crunch of the broccoli, but it's more tender than it just being straight up raw. I love that the onions just aren't as pungent, and that really allows for the candied bacon flavors to come through along with the toasted almonds, the cheese, and just that wonderful dressing that has a hint of brightness with the fresh lemon juice. It's just good all the way around. I really hope you give this a try. I'm gonna go ahead and tag some other salad recipes that I have already posted. I have a great macaroni salad recipe, and that one also isn't heavy, and it's probably one of my top 3 favorite recipes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do a little series here of a couple other salads for you over the next few weeks. So anyway, thank you for stopping by. If you like this type of content, please hit that like button. Consider subscribing, and I will be back next week with another recipe from my kitchen. I have blanched them in boiling water for 3 minutes, put them in an ice bath for and then start kind of cutting up elongated, what's the word? Chopping or cutting up all the I'm like mayonnaise. I'm just using a lower calorie mayonnaise because I can. I don't know, why am I using